I was in hell, alone apparently, because all the devils are out. I was in hell with the amount of screen time given to Tyler in this episode. I was dying. And also the amount of cringy Garcia jokes. Don't get me wrong. Love Garcia. I'm a Garcia girly through and through, but baby girl sometimes is a little bit cringy. And we gotta admit the negative with the positive. Baby girl sometimes is a little bit cringy. So I was in pain. However, this episode, Criminal Minds, rewarded me specifically. I don't know if you guys were here when I was doing my review of season 17. I don't know if you guys were here specifically in the first and second episode review of season 17. However, something very interesting happened. If you were there, you'll remember, which is the season starts with Emily finding a new gold star victim. It's a murder where the murderer left a little capsule with the gold star engraved on a bullet. And this is the gold star case from previous season. And Emily goes to the case, goes to the detectives, and she looks through the glass like, I'm gonna solve this, I got this from here on out. And the two detectives are in the corner like, you're gonna do this all alone? And she's like, no. And this was a very Fast and Furious Salute Mi Familia moment, and I mentioned it in my review. Because I thought it was it was one of those moments where it's like, we are a family and we do this together, very much Fast Five. And I thought it was so hilarious. And guess what Emily says in this episode? She actually said the words Fast and Furious. I was so happy. Like, this made me so happy. I can't even describe to you how happy I was. Do I think that the Criminal Minds team saw my review? Absolutely no chance. There's no way. It had like 2,000 views, something like that. So there's no way they saw it. However, in my mind, I dream that they had the realization that what they were doing was very much Fast and Furious Salute Mi Familia, and they realized it, and maybe someone on the team pointed it out. They realized it and they just put that there just to joke a little bit about it, like an inside joke, because someone said, oh, this is very Fast and Furious. I just hope that was on purpose, because it was so goddamn funny. It made my day. It made my day. It made my day. Hello everyone, my name is Joe. Welcome back to the channel of Delusional Theories, where we insert any form of popular media in the TV show we are reviewing. And by we, I mean me. It's just me here. Before I go on to the episode, if you've been here for a while, if you watched my recent reviews of shows like The Handmaid's Tale and The Last of Us and whatever, you know that I'm a very political person and I won't shut up about it because apparently that's part of my personality now. The Madeline was captured and the prisoners, the crew were taken prisoner. 4 of them, I think, have been released because they agreed to sign the goddamn document, and the others are still captive. 2 of them are being isolated and basically tortured to sign the goddamn document. But now there is a land march through the north of Africa to go to the Rafah crossing, and it's an international march which has people from more than 50 countries. There is, I think, 50 people from Portugal going with this humanitarian organization. My point is, talk about it. And now on to the episode of one of the TV shows that allows me to distract myself from the horrors that are appearing on our social media and our TVs 24/7. Because guess what privilege is? Getting to choose to turn Instagram off and TikTok off and the TV off and actually watching an episode of a TV show that has nothing to do with the horrors in real life because you live in a place that is what? Safe. In this episode, the focus were on the tasks of the team. Emily and Rossi were practically not in it. They were in a very limited role in the episode, just the essential tasks that they had to perform for the team. Which makes me think, what is the show hiding? What are these 2 doing in the background that we aren't seeing? Criminal Minds, what are you plotting? Criminal Minds. And if you are wondering what my opinion is of what's going to happen in the next few episodes, I will talk about it at the end of the video. But anyway, what happened in this episode? Well, we saw Voit. We saw voit. We saw the actual voit. And then we saw his brain again, just to make sure that that wasn't voit, because it so much looked like voit. We had to make sure it wasn't him. And it didn't really appear to be him. However, I noticed some inconsistencies and I will point them out, because if you've been here for a while, you know that I'm on the delusional train that voit is voit and not the new Elias. Lee Duval bullshit. One, it's still the same doctor doing the goddamn exam and like controlling the setting or the setup of the brain scan. I don't trust her. Two, Voit avoided looking at the photo of his minion, potentially because he thought he was going to show something in his brain about the way that he feels about his minion. And you know what? Rossi noticed it too. I don't know what the hell Emily and Rossi are doing, but I know it's gonna be good. Number three, he is building his empathy story, because when he's talking to Tyler, bane of my existence Tyler, he literally tells him that the reason why he started dating his sister was because he wanted to stop killing, because he wanted a better life for himself, and he thought the love of a good woman would do it. Whether Voit has been Voit from the beginning, or Voit is Voit again because his memory has, come back a lot faster than we think, something is fishy. The way that Voit keeps talking to these people, and the way that Voit keeps giving certain things that kind of feel on purpose to aggravate them, and the way that he still kind of tries to connect with his network, I don't trust him. I don't believe him. I mean, you know that this is my theory from the beginning, but I don't trust that man. And he has a goddamn ace up his sleeve, like always. Because did y'all notice that when he was with Garcia in a little hacking computer and they were looking at the code from the messages and the videos and whatever from his new minions of this season, he was saying, oh, this is not my code. This is a lot more advanced than my code. Potentially someone he trained Voit. Potentially the disciple Voit. But anyway, he tells Garcia that the code is not it is based on his code, I think, but it's a lot more advanced than what he wrote. And he suggests to Garcia to use the quantum chip, which I'm fucked if I know what that is. It seems like something dangerous. To use the quantum chip to get into these conversations and get into whatever communication they have going on, to be, in contact with each other. And Garcia is like, no, Voit, no, that's no. And he's insisting. And I mean, you want to tell me that this is a good guy? Because Voit, remember, incredibly smart. He was ahead of the team the majority of the time. He was ahead of the team 9 out of 10 episodes in both seasons, okay? This is what you gotta remember about Voit. Smart. So why is this really smart guy that is playing good little boy, good golden retriever, suggesting to Garcia to use a very powerful technological tool to get into this conversation, potentially giving the people in this conversation, in this forum, in this whatever the hell it is, because I don't remember, because it's tech things. Why would he suggest using it? Even after Garcia says, no, that's dangerous. I don't trust him. And we know who's behind it. Everyone knows who's behind it. The goddamn disciple. The dude who sent the secret message through the family annihilator. The hell is empty and all the devils are here. Which is the second act of a Shakespeare play. Guess what's going to be the third act? And... what was that? And the unsub they cash in this episode, the barrier of women, I don't know what his name is, one of the other pathetic minions, tells the team that it isn't one at a time. They are not waiting for their turn. That potentially, he doesn't say, he implies, and potentially there are multiple minions working at the same time. They just haven't found them. So how many are there? How many people did Voit keep in his outer circle? Oh, by the way that I have the juiciest theory coming your way, my guys. We find out that this new wave of unsubs from this season was in the outer layer of Voight's network. The people who were in the inner layer were the people he gave kits to, the people that proved that they were psychopaths, and he gave kits to, and Tyler's like, so why didn't you give more kits away? And Voight is like, oh, because I didn't have enough. And Tyler calls bullshit, which I enjoyed. He did. Thank you very much. I don't like you, but thank you very much. And we figure out that Voight gave kill kits to his inner circle because he didn't give a shit about them. Because he knew that as soon as he gave the kill kit, they would start murdering. They would start murdering and they would be caught and then eventually killed by their own ends. Clearly. So the people in the outer circle are the people that he didn't give kill kits to because he was in some way or other emotionally connected to them, like Tyler. Tyler, I don't remember this, but apparently Tyler found the kill kit through like hacking, or whatever it was. Voight didn't really give it to him. So he didn't want to give Tyler a kill kit because he knew that then he would start acting and be caught. And he didn't want to give Tyler a kill kit because he had an emotional connection to Tyler. And what was it? His sister. Voight's previous girlfriend that he was trying to use to cure his serial killerness. Sometimes the things I say only make sense to me, and I'm really sorry about that. I'm not. But, well. And then the other unsubs from this season also have personal connections to Voight. Not like Tyler, where he dated their sisters, but in things that happen to their lives that also happen in Voight's life. Things that Voight can relate to. And it's almost like we could say that Voight feels empathy for those people in his outer circle. It's almost as if we could say that Voight has the capacity to put himself in their shoes and relate to their bad experiences, which were similar to his bad experiences. It's almost as if we can say that Voight has the capacity to empathize and relate to these serial killers. Before he was attacked and lost his memory. It's almost like we could say that. Voight is smart. He was ahead of the team the majority of the time. Even when he was incarcerated, he knew every single thing about the Gold Star team from the beginning. If Voight had told the BAU everything he knew about the Gold Star team in episode 1, it would be a 1-episode season because it would be solved. He knew everything. He dragged it out to get everything that he wanted. To see his family, to go out in public, to go into minimum security general population prison. He knew everything from the beginning. And you're telling me this smart ass dude is just a little good golden retriever man trying to help the FBI now that he doesn't have his memories, which he already has again. That getting knocked down and in a coma for 6 months or however long it was enough to make him a good person. And if he had the capacity to empathize with those serial killers before he lost his memory, what does he mean? What does this mean for his capacity to empathize now? If it was already there. And remember the brain lesions, that he shouldn't have that much damage on his brain just from the goddamn coma. Remember that. I don't know what the hell they're planning with this season. I can't tell. And honestly, I don't think we are supposed to. I think we're supposed to be gooped and gagged, surprised by the end. But I'm remembering the details, Criminal Minds team, is all I'm going to say. I'm remembering the details. And I remember the brain lesions. I remember the dream with the fire, which is potentially a memory. And I'm putting all the dots together. Do I have a picture? No. But I know there's something there. You know what I think about this. Anyway, another thing that happens in this episode is that we get a lot of Tara and Rebecca, which I don't care about. However, the Becca moment was quite curious. I'm sorry, it was cute. When it is cute, I have to admit it's cute. Okay? I don't love them, but that was cute. However, I know, and you know, if you are a diehard fan or just a general fan, because this information has been out for a long time. I know that Tara's gonna go through it. We've seen the previews with the images of her in the hospital. We know that episode 8 is named after her, and it's just after the 2-part episode that is started with this one, which is episode 6, Hell is Empty, episode 7, All the Devils Are Here. This is gonna be the continuation of them, I don't know, figuring out that there's a dozen unsubs at the same time murdering people. And I think what's going to happen until episode 8 is that in episode 7, at the very end, we're going to have a cliffhanger. And then we're going to start episode 8 where Tara goes through shenanigans and whatever the hell happens to her, that she's in the hospital, whatever. And what could potentially, possibly, maybe be the cliffhanger? Oh, I don't know. Maybe something related to this new person we just met in this episode that is suspicious. Sometimes my English fails me, okay, guys? I'm so sorry. I don't trust him. I think she's going to go to dinner with his supposed fiance, and he's going to be either, I was just going to say a Trump minion. Oh my god, this man is in my head. Either a voit minion or like voit minion adjacent or something like that, and my baby girl is going to be in trouble, and that's how she's going to be in the goddamn hospital. I hope it's from this dinner. I hope they didn't introduce this character just to create more romance drama. I hope it's related to the case. But the other option could be that the team is hunting all of these goddamn unsubs working at the same time. Something happens to Tara and she goes to the hospital. That would be the boring one. The exciting one would be the traitor ex of your current girlfriend. That would be exciting. Criminal Minds don't fail me. But you see, how could I potentially end this review without asking the most fundamental question about a detail I just noticed but it has been available the whole time? Why is episode 9 named Collateral with a capital R? Is it R for revenge? Is it R for Rossi? Is it R for Reid? A girl hopes. A girl hopes. You know what I think about the vest in the preview. A girl hopes. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Tell me in the comments your theories. And if you want to support me and support the work that I do here, you can comment and like and subscribe and share the video around and join my YouTube. Oh, by the way, guys, I've been saying for a long time that I'm going to start posting on my YouTube membership. I have started, but it's not worth it yet. Like, I posted a video, but maybe don't join yet. Maybe join when I have like a couple more there at least. I won't be posting every week, probably not even every month. I'm trying to find my own rhythm with that. I was just going to say the Portuguese word, ritmo. But yeah, I don't think it's a good enough video for you to join the membership. If you want to support me and like support my work here and just join because of that reason, that's perfect. Don't join for the video. Not yet. It will be worth it eventually. This is such a very strange message for me to tell my audience, but well, anyway, everything about being honest. And you can also support me by joining my Patreon. There's a lot more decent content there, if you want to know. But yeah, actually, I've been reviewing like entire seasons on my Patreon. And I just recently posted the review for The Better Sister, which was a great show starring Elizabeth Banks and Jessica Biel. I don't know how to pronounce her name. The amount of TV shows that came out this year about two sisters and how their entire story unfolded to get them to where they are, involving murder and suspicious behavior, is suspicious. 3 so far that I've watched. Long Bright River, Sirens, and The Better Sister all involve sisters with messed up pasts and presents. All of them great shows, all of them reviewed on my Patreon. But yeah, I mean, if you need a binge for the next weekend or after work or whatever, these are 3 perfect binges. Long Bright River, Siren, The Better Sister. And yeah, that's it. Bye, guys.